She doesn't miss you when you disappear for a week. She misses you when your silence stops being a strategy and becomes who you are. See, every man thinks distance makes her miss him, but distance without growth, it's just space. She doesn't miss absence. She misses presence, the kind that used to calm her storms, the kind that didn't chase validation, but carried quiet strength. So today, let's talk about the real timeline of when she actually starts missing you. Not the fantasy version in your head, but the psychological stages that every woman secretly goes through when she realizes you're not orbiting around her anymore. If you're tired of begging for closure, if you've been silent but unsure whether it's working, listen closely, because this isn't about tricks. It's about transformation. Hit subscribe to Brainify On, drop a like, and let's get into it. 1. When her ego loses the argument. At first, she doesn't miss you. She misses the power, the control, the attention that once wrapped around her like comfort. See, when a woman knows you're always going to chase, she feels safe, not in love, but in control. It feeds her ego, not her heart. When you go quiet, that control slips. At first, she brushes it off. He'll be back. He always comes back. That's what she tells herself and her friends. She posts something that she knows you'll see. A quote, a photo, something meant to stir you, but this time nothing happens. No message, no call, no reaction, just silence. Days turn into weeks. Her confidence begins to taste bitter. The validation she thought she'd get doesn't come. Her friends move on to talk about other things. And for the first time, she feels something she didn't expect: uncertainty. That's when her ego starts whispering the one thing she doesn't want to hear. What if he actually moved on? And that's when she starts missing you, not out of love yet, but confusion. She can't stand the idea that you might be fine without her. She replays the last look you gave, the calmness in your tone, how your silence wasn't loud or angry. It was final. That's the part that sticks. Because silence hits different when it's real. It's not a tactic, it's energy withdrawn. And nothing burns more than realizing the power she thought she had is gone. What do? Nothing. Literally nothing. You don't break silence for attention. You don't send just checking in. You stay grounded. You stay still. You let time teach her what your words never could. Because at this stage, the less you do, the more she feels. She doesn't miss your texts. She misses the way you used to see her, the way your attention made her feel important. When that attention disappears, her ego begins to crumble. And once that ego starts to lose, the missing begins. So breathe, stay calm, and remember this. You don't make her miss you by doing something. You make her miss you by being someone she no longer has access to. 2. When attention starts to feel hollow. After the silence, she dives into noise, new conversations, fresh faces, validation from strangers, all to fill the space you left behind. She'll flirt harder, post more, laugh louder, not because she's healed, but because she's trying to drown the emptiness with attention. At first, it works. The DMs flood in, compliments roll like waves. She smiles for pictures, adds filters, and pretends it's all fine. But the more she gets attention, the less it feels like affection. Because attention is loud, affection is quiet. Attention fades when the phone goes dark. Affection stays when no one's watching. You weren't just another guy texting, "Good morning." You understood her. The moods, the tone, the silence between words. That's not something she finds again easily. Soon the noise starts sounding fake. Every compliment feels like a copy. Every conversation feels predictable. The laughter doesn't hit the same because deep down she knows it's not real and it's distraction. And that's when the hollowness starts creeping in. She starts comparing without meaning to, not comparing faces or bodies, comparing depth, the way you made her feel known, how your calmness made her chaos make sense. What do? You stay out of the noise. Don't compete with her new followers. Don't try to match her attention-seeking energy. That's not your lane. You focus on you, on your sleep, your focus, your peace, because that's what makes her feel your absence harder, not because you're gone, but because you're good without her. And that's when she realizes the attention she's chasing feels light, but the connection she lost, that had weight. 3. When memories start to win, she told herself she's over you. She even said it out loud, half to her friends and half to herself. But the truth, you're still in her system, not in her phone, not in her bed, in her nervous system. The mind can lie, but the body remembers. She sees something that reminds her of you. A random song, your cologne, a quiet Sunday morning. And suddenly, her chest tightens. Her new guy might check every box, but he doesn't feel right. The dinners are fine. The laughs are polite, but it's empty. There's no spark, no comfort, no understanding, because love isn't built on fireworks. It's built on peace, and peace is what she lost. She starts noticing the difference, how you didn't just listen, you understood. You didn't try to fix her, you accepted her. That's not something she can fake or replace. And here's the twist. She doesn't miss the relationship. She misses who she was with you, the version of herself that felt seen, loved, understood. What do? You let the memories work. Don't post quotes, don't drop hints, don't flex online. Let her reflection hit naturally, because every memory that resurfaces is proof that you left an imprint, not a mark. She'll act like she's fine, but nostalgia always wins when reality feels cold. That's when missing turns real. 4. When control starts slipping. Here's where things start breaking down for her. The pattern she depended on? Gone. The game she used to control doesn't work anymore. Before, if she ignored you, you'd chase. If she pulled away, you'd try harder. Now, she pushes and nothing moves. Silence, stillness. She checks your stories twice, wonders who that friend in your photo is. She tries to provoke you subtly. A vague post, a random message, a how have you been, just to test your temperature. But you're different now. You don't bite. You don't dance to her tempo. You're calm, even in her confusion. That's what rattles her most. Your peace feels unfamiliar, and unfamiliar feels dangerous to someone who thrived on control. See, she built her confidence on your reactions. When you stop reacting, she loses her script, and that's when fear starts mixing with curiosity. What's he doing? Who's he with? Has he really moved on? What do? Stay steady. Don't match her chaos. Don't break your calm. Let her sit in that uncertainty, because that's what she once made you feel. And the irony, the moment she feels she's losing control, is the same moment she starts realizing she lost you. 5. When you detach without bitterness. She expected you to react, to post something shady, to flex, to prove, to show her what she lost. But you didn't. You stayed still. You didn't delete her pictures out of anger. You didn't chase. You didn't block. You simply detached. And that's when she starts realizing your silence isn't hate. It's healing. See, anger still means you care, but peace means you've accepted. And that hits her deeper than any cold shoulder ever could. She checks your profile and sees nothing dramatic, just normal posts, maybe a gym pic, maybe a quote about peace, but it's not for her, it's for you, and that's what bothers her. She wanted you to suffer, to need her presence, to prove your pain, but instead you became calm enough to move on without noise. That's strength, and real strength always stirs respect. What do? Keep living. Don't fake happiness. Build it. Let your growth speak louder than your grief, because a man who heals quietly becomes the loudest lesson she'll ever learn. 6. When life gets quiet. When all the attention fades and her nights stretch longer, that's when it hits. The noise she used to love, it gets old. The parties start feeling forced. The people feel temporary. And somewhere in that silence, she starts remembering the one thing she never valued, your consistency. You were calm when she was moody, patient when she was proud. She confused your peace for weakness. But now, after tasting chaos, she realizes peace was rare. This stage hurts her, not because she misses the relationship, but because she realizes she broke something steady, something safe. What do? Stay grounded. Don't return out of sympathy. Let her sit in that reflection. It's her mirror, not your responsibility. Because when she truly reflects, she won't just miss you, she'll respect you. 7. When your growth speaks louder than words. Here's the final stage, the one she never saw coming. You've changed. You're no longer that man waiting on her messages. You've found peace, purpose, focus. You're eating better, sleeping better, maybe even smiling again. And she can see it. that's when it stings. Because she doesn't just miss you. She misses the man she once had access to before he became better. She might reach out, not to reconnect, but to check, to see if she still matters. But deep down, she knows she doesn't. What do you do? Keep going. Your growth is not revenge, it's closure. Because at the end of it all, she doesn't miss the chase. She misses your peace, your presence, and the man she thought would always wait. She doesn't miss you when you chase. She misses you when your silence isn't a trick. It's your truth, when your peace becomes louder than your pain. So if you're in that quiet phase right now, stay there, build there, breathe there, because that's exactly when she starts missing you. For real. If this spoke to you, buddy, hit subscribe to Brainify On. Drop a like and comment, I choose peace, so I know you're locked in. And if you want me to break down what to do when she finally reaches out, tell me below. That's coming next.